What's up, guys? It's Lionel. Today, I want to have kind of a candid conversation, in regards to uh, full stack development and also AI as well too. And because I've been developing probably for I would say close to about 3 decades now, and I've seen the whole software development field change, and in today, especially now with all of the automation and the whole AI space, things are rapidly changing, and it's kind of hard to pretty much figure out, like, what do I study? I mean, what do I get into? I get asked this question all the time, and back in the early days when it was all about .NET, thin client, thick client. I mean, that was hot 2 decades ago. And then it went over to JavaScript, which is basically like moving from the server side over to the client side. That was like pretty much like the popularity of like frameworks like React.js, Angular, Vue. Then we moved over into like analysis, data science. And from data science, we moved over into the AI space. And so with that being said, yeah, things change. And it's kind of hard to pretty much like keep up with, like, what do I study? What should I get involved in? I mean, how do I make money now? And the thing is that when we move over, let's talk about AI right now. A lot of people think of AI as something that's pretty much like gonna take over the world. It's gonna put people out of work. I mean, it's basically gonna be one of those tools, whereas everybody must learn AI. Yeah. I mean, all that's fine. Yeah, to a certain extent, yes. I mean, I think that for anybody that actually wants to be in the software development field, I think that they need to learn some degree of AI. But a lot of people ask me, well, what do I learn? The way that I approach things is that from a full stack development standpoint, you learn the core concepts of development. I mean, those are skills that once you learn those, they pretty much help you understand the whole concepts in regards to like how to approach AI. Because yeah, you have programs out there that if you key in a few good prompts, it'll spit a program out there and say, okay, oh man, it looks great or whatever. Oh man, I mean, I didn't even need to develop for this. I mean, yeah, in a sense, you have programs out there that'll write you programs. Or you have AI agents out there that will write you programs, but you still have to have some degree of experience to be able to like review the code and make sure that there's nothing about that code that is going to break something. That's just flat out. Because the thing is that yeah, there are code generators out there, but having the experience to be able to review the code, that's when that full stack development experience I was telling you about, that's pretty much a good skill, because you have to be able to evaluate whatever that code is spitting out just to make sure that the code is clean. And in terms of tools, because people often ask me, well, what tools do I need to learn if I want to like get into AI? So I'll name a couple of them that I use, that I have found friendly. You have the paid platforms, and then you have your open source platforms. Now, the paid platform that I use for AI would be in the area of virtual agents, chat assistants. I use the Microsoft Copilot Studio. Is what I use, and Copilot Studio has a very good platform for you to actually get into like creating virtual agents. And from an automation standpoint, they have Power Automate, which is part of the whole Power platform. Now, from an open source standpoint, in terms of learning about automations, my 2 favorites are going to be N8N and also Make.com. So you can think of the Power Automate from the Power platform as the same as N8N, because they pretty much do the same thing, but the only difference is that one's is paid and one's is open source, is free. Now, LLMs. Let's talk about LLMs. So, ChatGPT, Claude AI, Google AI Studio, Those are the LLM or referred to as large language models that I use to assist me in trying to figure out if I'm developing something and it's like, okay, yeah, I've reached this snag within my code. Let's go out to Google AI Studio and see what it comes up with. So in terms of large language models, I would stick to those. Those are my favorites. I mean, I have my preference. I mean, there are a lot of them out there. But basically, I think that overall, that from a full stack development standpoint, I think it's important to learn a language and get the programming principles down. Once you do that, then dive over into AI and use AI to assist you in what you learn. So get the principles down first. Play around with the automation tools like Power Automate. Play around with Copilot Studio for like creating virtual agents. Then go to your open source in 8nmake.com and pretty much blend that together. And that'll pretty much give you an idea in regards to like how you can pretty much just look at where we were and where we are today, how you can blend those two together. And that will pretty much give you an idea in regards to where you need to be today. Because trust me, it changes a lot. So I just want to put together this little short video just to give you an idea of like where we were and where we are today and how I use AI. I fit it into my career. All right? Thanks for listening. I'm out.